have another thrift haul to share with you today. I don't know if these are, I think these are a little bit nicer items, meaning maybe a quicker sell-through rate or a nicer brand. I think these are the bags that I sorted for that. Anyhow, if you've not watched any of my other videos before, I sell full-time on eBay, and I also sell on Poshmark. I list everything on eBay, and I only list certain things on Poshmark if I think it'll sell over there. Anyhow, we'll get right into it. See what we have. If you like, you can subscribe. I got a ton of other videos up, a lot of haul videos and also eBay tips and, you know, what sold ship with me video type things. This is called Paisley and Sage, and I can't remember if this is Anthropology or not. This brand does all right, but this was really nice. It's not exactly a denim, but it almost seems like a denim, and it's a tunic, and it's got like embroidery. And but that's the tag there. I'll have to check comps on that, but I know it's kind of hard to see because it's kind of faded out. I had to move one of my lights, and now when I bring the clothing up closer to the camera on the phone, it really lightens them up. But anyhow, hopefully you'll be able to see it. This is Soft Surroundings, but it's a 1X. And what I've been finding with Soft Surroundings lately is extra large and up seems to sell more, you know, quicker and for a little bit more money. But this is really cute, especially for right now. It is an open front like top. It's very long. It's like a cardigan top or maybe a duster, but it's thin. It'd be nice for summer. It also has the roll tab sleeves, but it's Soft Surroundings, and I will have to do comps on that to see what this will go for. And one thing I love about Soft Surroundings is it probably won't show up, but on the tag here, there'll be a style. I don't know how you get it to where it is clear. But anyhow, there'll be a style number there, and it's usually got some letters and some numbers, and you can Google that, or you can take a picture of it and use Google Lens. Just make sure it is Soft Surroundings, because sometimes it'll bring up similar things. But you can Google that and get your keywords. Just don't use stock photos that you find, you know, on Google, on eBay. This is a Torrid, and I heard that their graphic tees do all right, and this is called, I Was Left Unsupervised. It's just kind of cute. This is a little bit faded, but it's called, okay, no, okay. I thought it was like, sometimes like they'll have like a style or a, you know, a name under there of what it is. But anyhow, this is Torrid, and Torrid does pretty great. This is a Torrid, wow, I think it's a Torrid 5. I wasn't even sure if they made a Torrid 5. That'd be like a 5X if it is. But I don't know comps on this. One thing about Torrid, it does sell. And they got really cute stuff. And they seem a little bit more modern. At least I think they do. But they don't sell for a ton of money. Because if you actually look on the Torrid website, they have a lot of sales, and some of that stuff only sells for like $25, you know, so it's like, but some pieces of Torrid do go for a little bit of money. Just do your comps first. This is Untucked, and this was really popular a few years ago with men's, and it's usually like the shirts, and it was called Untucked because you left them untucked. Now this is a Henley, but I've heard that Henleys do pretty nice, even in some of the, you know, some brands. But this brand has went down in price because I've had some pieces and they sit for a while. They don't suffer near as much, but I think it's still a nice brand to pick up. And with this being a Henley and it's summer, this will be really nice. This is a men's, and I don't know comps on that. I'll have to check because I don't think I've ever had, I'm sure I haven't ever had a Henley before of this brand. The next item is Elaine Fisher, and that's always a great brand to pick up. It's more of a mature brand. This is kind of like a high-low long sleeve, but it's thin. It's not real heavy. And this could have linen in it, and I don't have my glasses here to where I'll be able to see it. Sometimes I can tell. You know, I don't know. I think it might say linen. But anyhow, Elaine Fisher is still a really great brand to pick up. However, be prepared that it may sit for a while. It seems like it takes a while to sell. I do list it on eBay and Poshmark. And some pieces can sell for a lot of money depending on what it's made out of and probably the style. But some of it don't sell for a ton, but it can set for a while. Just be prepared for that. That's Elaine Fisher. I usually like to buy most of my clothing on Fridays when the color tag for the week goes to $1. However, I also, on Fridays at the one place I go to, you can get things just that's not on sale. It wasn't the color tag. You can get them for half off. And I think probably quite a few of these probably were half off. Now I don't remember what color tag was theirs for the week, and I won't know what I paid half off, you know, for. or or only $1. But anyways, but if it is at that place, their prices aren't really too bad. Short sleeves are $4.99. I think long sleeves might be $5.99, somewhere around there. Anyhow, this is a Madewell. I got a lot of Madewell. Some of it sells, and some of it doesn't, or doesn't move very quickly. But it's another brand. Doesn't sell for a ton of money. Some pieces do, but this is very cute. One thing I really like about Madewell is they will have a style and also the year. The style number on this one is the top, and I think the middle one is the year, and it has like, like the year there. And I've heard that maybe you should buy just the last few years, like it's 2022, maybe 2019 and up, or 2020 up. I don't know. But I have heard that. But this is really cute for summer. I think this will sell. It's not exactly a pea plum, but it kind of is, or a baby doll, but it's a button up. And I thought with summer, this would be worth picking up. But Madewell, a lot of the times I pick it up, but I pass up some of the stuff. I've heard some of the other resellers about passing up like the t-shirts. However, I got a tank top today, but it was $1. I went ahead and got it. I don't know. But anyhow, this is a Torrid 4, and this is the classic fit. It's just a plain tee. But it is the Torrid 4. And I will have to, do comps on, I don't know about like the regular t-shirts. This is also a Torrid 4, and I sold a dress with this pattern, and it went really quickly. But and it was even a little faded, and I think I noted all that because I usually, note in the condition, I'll put like wash wear fade, or something like that if it's faded. This is slightly faded, but not a ton. But that that should sell pretty quickly because it's a nice summer piece. This is actually new with tags, but I think it's old stock for sure because this is a Victoria's Secret gold label, new with tags. It's not silk though. I think it's polyester. For a while there, the gold label was selling for quite a bit of money, but lately it has not. And I think I heard one of the other resellers mention that too, that it hasn't been selling, very quickly or for as much money. But this being old stock, new with tags, it's very beautiful. It has a bow on the rear with like a ruffle that comes down from it. It's very pretty, but it's got the newer tags. But if you're not familiar with what it looks like, the brand tag, it's this. And that's what's considered the gold label, even if you find it that, is not, new with tags, especially the silk. I usually put Victoria's Secret, gold label, vintage, and then whatever it is, this would be like a cremsy or a gown nightie. And I'll have to do comps on that. This is a Torrid 1. I found quite a few Torrid pieces, but it's a Henley, and it's a little bit ribbed, and this will sell. I don't know for how much, but that will sell, and I bet you this will sell pretty quickly. I generally have anywhere from 7 to 15 sales a day. I generally list 20 items a day, but I've heard that you gotta list the same amount every day for a long period of time in order to bring up the algorithm on eBay to where if you list 20, you sell 20. My sales are not there yet. However, I listed 15 for a really long time. But anyways, and you're supposed to do it 7 days a week. And if you don't want to list on the weekend or have days you don't want to list, they say that you should do them ahead of time, save them in your drafts, and you can post them on those days. I need to build up that draft bank because I do have an extra from last night. I did 30 listings and I got 10 saved right now. I could either use those towards today or save them for the weekend, and that's what I should do. And, that way I have some, for the weekend. But that's it. And then my sales amounts is usually lately it's been right around $200 a day. There's times that it's been like $150, but it has been right around 200 lately. It was 300 and 400 some days, but it's been a little slow for most everybody, but it has picked up a little. I have been messing around with promoted listings, changing, how much I want to promote, and I kind of still playing with that. Another paisley and sage, and you can see the tag a little bit more here. This is nice because it's kind of like almost like a stone wash, and this is more boho, and it's embroidered. I think that this will sell. Hopefully this brand will still do okay. Like I said, it could be part of the Anthropology line, but I don't remember. This is Segments. I love this brand, and I just sold one the other day, and here it's May, but it was a 2XL. Segments is merino wool. They look like a t-shirt. They're long sleeve. They usually always look like this. You have to look in like the long sleeve t-shirt area, but they're merino wool. In the wintertime, they sell really great. Usually it's a pretty quick, 1995 or something. Some could go for more, maybe some goes a little less, but depending on the size, or sometimes they have a little bit of a print, not wild, but usually it'll be like the same color but lighter, something like floral. But these sell, and they say merino wool right on them. I always pick up that brand. I really like that brand. It's been a favorite brand. This is another torrid, and this is a torrid too, and this is what you would call like raglan sleeve, where it has kind of almost like a baseball look, that contrast, and like a 3/4, although these are kind of short for 3/4. It does have a raw edge, but that's what you call that is raglan sleeve, and anyhow, this will sell. Especially, with the colors and stuff like that, kind of army green and black. That'll be a nice sale. This one might be a Life is Good, and Life is Good is a great brand to pick up. However, I find in the women's, some of it kind of sits. Men sells quicker, and some of them can sell even if they're really faded or beat up, especially in men's, but not all of them. But the women's, I find, kind of sit a little bit, but it probably depends on where you're wanting to hold out for a price. This is a long sleeve. It's nothing real spectacular. It just says Life is Good. Usually it's got like a little character, a little kind of like a stick looking guy or a dog or, something like that. And a lot of times, not always, but they'll have this little smiley face on their rear. But that's Life is Good, and I still pick up that line. And I have sold quite a bit of it over the years. However, some people, I watched another reseller, and they said they were always getting like 20, 25. I don't seem to get that much out of it. Some pieces I do, and it depends on the print and what it is, but I think it's more like a 15, 20 maybe. That's where I find the range, or kind of around 15. This is a T for Talbots, and I'm not saying that they're not telling the truth. Maybe they get that, and maybe it's just the traffic that they get for their store, or maybe they just flat out hold out until they get an offer, or somebody comes along to buy it for that price. But I find like the average, when you look them up and do comps, it seems like the comps to me were like 15 to 20. This is T for Talbots. I've been picking up Talbots lately because I've heard other thrifters saying that it has been selling, and it has. I've been selling some, but not all pieces, and I really don't know, which ones. I've heard the dresses do really great, but this would be, actually, this is in really nice shape. It'd be really great for summer, and it's in a great condition. Here's another one, the Life is Good. Now, see, this has got the dog and cat, and it says peace. This is adorable, and it's kind of neon. I love neon, as you can tell. I kind of got, this is almost a yellow, but that's a yellow, I guess, neon. It's not the green. But anyhow, this looks a little more greenish, the one that I just bought here. But Life is Good, and see, that's like the little characters. It's not that shade. It's this shade. When I get to the camera, it changes it. I have a hard time photographing greens and sometimes blue, and I have an excellent camera on my cell phone, and that's how I take all my pictures, but it's hard. Like sometimes if I have something that's green, I'll have to put in the item or in the item condition, I'll have to state this is green, not blue, because, and even when I use different filters after I take the picture and try to edit it to try to get it to that green shade, sometimes it's hard to pick up the green shade. And blue, the shade of the blue can change too, if it's like teal or something like that, and I sometimes have to note it. This is a Talbot's medium, and I don't know about picking this up. It is really cute. It's a little bit more slinky. It's very soft. It does have some beading here, but this could be a little bit too plain. I do not know. One thing with Talbots, watch it, because they have petites a lot. And sometimes it's, you might be thrifting quickly or whatever, and it'll usually say Talbots, and it'll say petite underneath that. Then it'll be like MP or PM, whatever, MP, on the tag. But they do a lot of petites, and I avoid petites a lot in Talbots. I think petites are a little bit harder to push, although some do sell, and I have sold some, and I sold some lately. And it's really hard when you get the plus-size petites. But anyhow, I pick up some of it. Write in the comments if you do. This is Bit and Bridle, and this is actually, I think, a 1X. I just sold a Bit and Bridle shirt this morning, and I don't know if I had it. I don't think I've had it on any recent hauls. It was a short sleeved, and it actually had a roll tab, like with a button that you could do, and it was denim. Sold very quickly. I took a little less than I wanted to, and I have only had it listed. I think I just listed it at the end of last week, maybe. I don't know, or the first of this week. But somebody offered 15. You got a buyer there. I charged for shipping. That would be additional. I went ahead and took it because I think it paid, like $1, just either $1 or $3 for it. But anyways, sometimes you got to think about that. When someone sends you an offer and you go, that's a little lower than what I really wanted to take for that. Should I wait? And you can wait. And a lot of items I do wait, especially if they offer too low. But then if it's kind of like borderline and you're not sure and you go, okay, I got a buyer right now. Should I take it or hold out for another one to come along? And it could sell right away, but it could take a few weeks. It could take months. You got to think about that. Depends on what it is, though. Bit and bridal. This is embroidered, and it is the pearl snap. Pearl snap is anything, like that. It can be any color. They have different colors that they have it, but pearl snaps do sell. It depends on the brand, though, and, as to how much or how quickly it sells. But pearl snap is a great feature, and with this being a 1X, this will sell because, I don't come across that very often. If I did a video yesterday on plus size clothing, and it's all pieces there, plus size and items I pick up. And if you'd like, you can, check that out. This is Lucky, and it's XL. It's an extra small. I don't pick up all Lucky. I try not to. I end up picking up a lot of it. However, some pieces do sell, some really sit. But this, I thought maybe for summer, it's really cute, little floral. Lucky also has a style number, and for women, it usually, if it's a top, starts out with the number 7, then W, and then another series of either, I think it's usually just numbers after that. There might be some letters, but you can look up the keywords, and I didn't used to take time to do that because I didn't think it made a difference. And I think it does. I take time now. But this one, it probably won't be clear if I try to show you. But that top line, it says 7W, and then it has, I don't know where I need to position this, or if you have to have something to cover the whole rest of the lens in order to get it clear. But anyways, I do use the keywords. In regards to the plus size clothing I did yesterday, I had picked up a lot of it last week. I was very fortunate. Because when you go thrifting, the plus size clothing section isn't that large. And I went to 2 stores. I got a lot of it for $1. Some of it I may have paid up for. I think I got all that on the weekend. I could have got some on the Wednesday, and you can get, they have like a half off or 25% off on some stuff. However, I had a bunch of it, and I did one haul just on that because I had a bunch. This is, I think, a little yellow. I think this is Yellow Bird or something like that, because it's not Little Yellow Button. I know they have that, but this is something Yellow Bird, and this was an Anthropologie, and I don't know if this is going to sell because I pick up very few Anthropologie pieces because they do not move for me. There are some sellers that still sell some of the Anthropologie, but I'll tell you what, you're going to want to do comps before you pick up very much. I even have pieces that are the newer ones. They say Anthropologie by Anthropologie, and they still haven't sold, that quickly. But I thought this was kind of cute. I took a chance because I need inventory. It's very soft. It's kind of satiny here, but, like probably a rayon or something there. It's soft. But it's this tiny little, I know that's an Anthropologie. I'll have to look that up to figure out what the actual name is on that. And if you're not sure, you can just take a picture of that tag and Google it and see if it comes up. This is a great torrid piece to pick up. It's a torrid 4, a long sleeve button. It's very beautiful. Look how pretty that is. This would be great for summer. That will be an excellent piece. I will price this up a little bit. And you know what? I have a few times went on the site because, I'll go, or whatever, Google it, and you look for the style, because torrid has the style numbers too. Yes, it's a long series of numbers. They have a style number too that you can look up. But when I went to the site and looked at it, there's been a few times that they had it for sale between 25 and 30. And I sometimes listed still 22 or 24 or 25. Not very often, but once in a while I do if it's a nice piece because they put it on sale, and it's that price. And even though it's used, I've done it a few times, not all the time. Let's see. This was a nice piece. Jaclyn Smith in the plus sizes does sell. This is, I think, a 2XL, but this was new with tags. This actually is very pretty for summer. I think that's a beautiful print. Look at that. And it's kind of like, it's actually totally square. You wouldn't call that dolman. However, it could be maybe kimono. Uh-oh, it looks like it might have had a belt. I'll have to note that there's no belt. Darn, it's new with tags. But it does sell in the plus size. Some pieces, you know, probably not all, but I don't pick it up in the regular size very often. It's not very often at all. Oh, it does have the belt. I think this is it. Ooh, yeah. Thank God, because it's really hard if you have something brand new with tags. Instead of just adding brand new with tags, I would have had to put probably brand new with tags, maybe with defects, because it doesn't have the belt. I don't know. This is a Victoria's Secret, and I took a chance because Victoria's Secret, the stuff that is still selling, is more of the bigger print, you know, big spell outs and things like that. And some of that sells and some don't. This is just a sweatshirt. I don't know. It's heathered. Heathered is, you know, that's what you call this type of print. This might not have been a great buy. It's very soft. It actually is like, you know, it's just like a little, I don't know if it's cropped. I'll have to see what the size it is and then check out the link. This is Unity. I think it's World Wear. And the Unity and One World and Live and Let Live. I wouldn't expect that brand really to still sell some of the styles that I see. They're usually more of a boho and they got, you know, geometric, and to me it reminds me of something that was popular like 10 years ago. However, some of it still sells, and this is a bigger size actually. Uh-oh, I think the size tag's cut off. Hopefully there'll be another size tag on it. But this is kind of a little different from what it usually is. They're usually more boho, but I took a chance. Hopefully that piece will work out. This, oh, this is a dress, and it must be plus size. It's not, I think it's Vicky Wayne, but it's an 18 floral fit flare, you know, plus size. You know, I think this will sell. I don't do a ton of dresses, but I do pick up some. Is this a maxi? No, it's really more of a midi. But some of the plus size sells. But you got to watch it because some plus size dresses will just plain sit too. It's really kind of a gamble. Probably best to look up comps first. This I really liked. I liked it even for me. This is I don't know how this is pronounced. This is an Anthropologie too. It's I think it's R-Y-E or R-Y-I-E. I can't tell. But I just liked it. It's like a false suede. Look at the rear. It's got, isn't that cute? I think this is super cute. Hopefully this will sell because I don't pick up these jackets hardly ever because they don't do that great for me. But it's got a zipper and buttons. I may even list military because it's got the double buttons. But this is an Anthropologie tag. And I'll have to look that up. Hopefully that will sell. If not, I might keep it because I think it's super cute. This is a Madewell, and I picked it up because it is a sweater, but it's a thermal. It's kind of like, looks more like a waffle thermal material, but it does have the raglan sleeve that I mentioned earlier. Once again, I'll look up style tags. Gotta watch it because I just pulled one the other day, or I have it ready to pull. I pulled it out from inventory. I gotta take it offline yet. But I have it set aside of a Madewell, and it was a thick sweater, but it was such a small size, and it just sat there. I have a few of them. I have an Anthropologie one too. I think I'm just gonna redonate that one. This is, I kind of stopped picking up this line, but I thought this might sell because lace tops do sell. It's lace and it's cropped, but it's joie is how you pronounce it. It's J-O-I-E. I always called it Joey, but I guess it's pronounced like joie. And I kind of stopped picking this up because I have pieces that were even silk and they weren't really selling. This is cute. It's got a rear button up. I took a chance because it is lace and I need inventory, but man, I kind of have stopped picking that up. This I picked up and I didn't look up. Hopefully it'll be something. And I seen it for a few weeks there. When it finally went to $1, I got it because it's extremely cute. Look at that owl. And sometimes theme animals and birds will sell. However, I do not all though, but this is embellished, and I thought this was an adorable shirt. It's very soft, but I've not heard of that brand. I will have to look that up. It's A-R-I-A, and then it looks like, I guess it's two separate words, A-V-I-S. And but anyhow, I just thought that this was a really cute top. It's really soft. But once in a while, you know, it was $1. I didn't take time to look it up because it was just $1. Although you don't want to do that too much because then you can end up with a lot of pieces that don't sell. I picked one of these up and it was on one of, I just listed another one because it was a 1X Croft and Barrel. Because it's very, very traditional. It's Argyle or Diamond. It'll say Argyle dash Slyman. Oh my word. Argyle slash Diamond on eBay. It will be a choice that you have for a pattern. But Croft and Barrel, I do pick up in the plus size, but not all pieces, just some. These are very soft. And I just thought with this being classic, hopefully it will sell. I think the other one was black Argyle with the other colors. This is a Lauren Ralph Lauren, and I kind of slowed up on picking up some Lauren Ralph Lauren. However, it does sell, and some pieces really sell for pretty good money, especially if you find the Lauren Ralph Lauren with the big crust logo, or sometimes they're embellished with sequin, or if you find the blazers that have the big crust logo, or the riding like kind of equestrian jackets where they're a little longer and there'll be a blazer and they're usually very much a heavy knit, more like a wool feel. They might not be wool though, and they'll usually have a contrast color. And I think sometimes they have the crest too. They could sell for quite a bit of money. At least they were. But I thought this was really cute. This is a large, and what it is, it's actually like it's t-shirt material, but it's a pea plum like, but it's a popover. Actually, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what keywords to use for that. But I did pick it up. Some of it does sell. Remember when you're looking at Ralph Lauren, and I kind of forget because I pass up a lot of regular, sometimes, so, like I said, the Ralph Lauren or Lauren Ralph Lauren, especially in the men's, because some of it can sit. I think it's a flooded market, but some pieces are great. But regarding just regular Ralph Lauren, there's the regular Ralph Lauren, which is a blue. A lot of times the label is just blue, but it doesn't say blue label. I think there is a separate one that says Ralph Lauren blue label. But the two you really want to watch out for is the purple and the black label. I think purple is the most expensive and then black, but I could have that backwards. But those two, you see a Ralph Lauren purple, and you got to really look because, you know, you might be thrifting and not paying attention. And it's not like some bright purple. It's just purple. It's a darker purple. And then the black, you got to watch it because sometimes that might look like navy to you. But if you find either one of them, those pieces can really sell. Anyhow, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Once again, if you'd like to subscribe, that would be really excellent. And then also, if you could push the thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. And leave some comments. I enjoy the comments. I really do. And the thumbs up really, it makes me smile. It makes me happy when I get thumbs up on the videos. But anyhow, many prosperous sales to you. Thank you.